On Friday, April 24th, Governor Evers' safer-at-home order was originally set to expire, which would have reopened Wisconsin's economy and restored the freedom of assembly and free exercise of religion. Instead, Evers chose to extend it indefinitely. He doesn't have the power to do that, but Evers claimed his Health Services Secretary-designee Andrea Palm does. That set off protests across the state. The biggest one was in Madison on Friday, April 24th.
I was sick of not doing anything about feeling all this suffocation going on and all this heartbreak, and people were coming to me with these horrible stories about my old neighbor committed suicide. Just all these horrible stories were coming in, and I just felt like I had to do something about it.
There were small business owners about to lose their lives' work, doctors skeptical with the government response, and masses of citizens furious with the governor's power grab.
See this insolent wretch! He refuses to submit!
Up until last week, Governor Tony Evers did not have a plan to reopen Wisconsin. Unfortunately, when he finally did reveal that plan, it seemed more like a plan to keep Wisconsin closed.
Now, I'm jazzed and hopeful about this plan.
The state would have to see 14 straight days of declining new cases and reports of flu-like symptoms.
Those things will be measured simultaneously at the same time, and if we hit a home run, we'll get them all at the same time.
85,000 people a week would also need to get tested. That's just for starters. The MacIver Institute conducted a full analysis of the plan's 14 requirements that all but guarantee Wisconsin's economy will be shut down until the fall at the earliest.
There's no timeline. Clearly, if we could do it tomorrow, we'd do it tomorrow, but obviously that isn't the case.
Evers claimed popular support, citing a Marquette Law School poll taken during the first week of his safer-at-home order.
I get it that people are frustrated, but believe me, the vast, I'll say it one more time, vast majority of the people of Wisconsin understand how important it is to be safer at home, how important it is that we have metrics that we now have and that we make sure that we get them to a point where we can move on and reopen this economy.
On Tuesday, April 21st, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald sent a letter to Andrea Palm. They asked that the legislature be given a seat at the table to help develop a plan to reopen the state. That same day, they also filed a lawsuit directly with the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That would require Andrea Palm to submit her plans to the legislature for approval. On Wednesday, April 22nd, Representative Jim Steineke told MacIver News that the governor never asked if the legislature would even consider extending Safer at Home. A group of Republican lawmakers then released their own plan that would allow all businesses to reopen that took safety precautions during week 2 of a 4-week phase-in. However, not all the problems during this public health emergency can be blamed on government. The MacIver Institute also published a story last week about hospitals like Froedtert furloughing employees because they don't have anything to do. Those hospitals chose to cancel all elective, non-emergency procedures in the middle of March. It's important to understand government did not tell them to do that. Healthcare systems made that decision on their own to deal with the anticipated surge that never came. The furloughs are a consequence of that business decision. For the MacIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmolsky.